Hi everybody. My case study is a 4.5-year-old boy by the name of Amari. Amari has not been diagnosed or even evaluated, but Amari does have trouble with articulation. He at this point is very much unintelligible. Um, Mom has refused to get him evaluated. She feels like this is something that he can overcome, and that he will outgrow with age. And that sometimes happens to be a misconception with speech, especially with boys. Uh, there are people who just like, oh, he's a boy, he'll just outgrow it. At this point, like I said, he's 4.5, going on 5, and a lot of people should be able to understand him, not just mom or like close relatives, but just like a random stranger that he speaks to should be able to understand what he's saying, and that is not the case. Um, Either way, Amari did receive a hearing test and he passed it just to rule that out because hearing loss can attribute to speech problems. The lesson that I'm going to be doing today is a cooking activity. The reason that I decided to use a cooking activity was because in our text, one of the strategies that is given is to use high preference activities to motivate a child to communicate. After speaking to Amari's mom, I found out that Amari loves to cook and that he actually helps mom cook at home all the time. So I thought that this would be a great activity to get Amari to open up and speak and participate with his peers. Reason being because when Amari first started school, I felt like he was speaking a lot more or attempted to speak or just like share out with his friends. And now that's not the case anymore. I see Amari pulling back a little bit, not being the first one to participate anymore. And I think that that's from him realizing that people don't understand him. There's a lot of the children who ask, "Huh, what is he saying? Teacher, can you? What is he saying?" So I think that that is getting to him and is having Amari not participate as much as I would like him to. Reason being that I decided to use a high preference activity for him. Um, the activity, like I said, is a cooking activity. We are going to end up baking an apple pie. We're going to be reading the book, The Apple Pie Tree. This lesson is going to be done in a small group of 5s, almost in like a center in the classroom during center time. I will gather the children that I'm going to be working with at the carpet and ask them to join me to read the apple pie tree and let them know to turn on their listening ears and use their inside voices. I also would just kind of start asking them questions just to see what their prior knowledge is on things, cooking, apple pies, you know, what's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite kind of pie? Has anybody ever had an apple pie? Has anybody ever helped mom or dad make an apple pie? I will also introduce the key vocabulary. The key vocabulary for this lesson is words that they will be using in the recipe as well as using to build the recipe. So things like cinnamon, nutmeg, the words peel, slice, cut. So these are words that are going to come up either in the recipe and there also will be in the text. After going over the text and just finding out, which words the children know, which they don't know, helping them with the definition of those words, we'll begin to read the book. After reading the book, I will have a big sheet of paper, kind of like this one, and I will start asking the children to help me create a recipe. And I just want them to just give me things that they've seen in the book. I don't have the book with me, but in the apple pie tree, it does go over the steps that they took with their mom to build a pie. And I'm also going to encourage them to use the keywords. The keywords will also be written on a large piece of paper on the board for them to see. So they can use the keywords. They can also use what they learned in the text, which is a good way to see what they can give me from the text, what they were able to pick up as I read the story. Um, as they just give me things. If Amari does not participate on his own, I will ask him, "Hey, Amari, can you tell me an ingredient that was mentioned in the book or that you know that we can use to make apple pie?" Giving him all the time that he needs to be able to get the words out, and also helping him with the correct format of the sentence. He can just say, apple, and that's fine as well. After they give me all of the words that we're going to use, let's just say that we just write down all the words. I will then create an apple pie recipe, just like this one. The letters that you guys see in red are key vocabulary words. This is why they are in red. So peel, slice, mix, tablespoon, teaspoon, pinch, butter, nutmeg, cinnamon, flour. And then the words that you guys see underlined is because after us creating this apple pie recipe, I am going to then send the children to a table that's going to be near me, and it will be labeled. So I don't really have a table, but it will sort of be labeled like this. I don't know if you guys can see. So the labels will be on the table, and the items will be right above it. So like pie container, the pie containers will be here, the flour will be here. I will let the children know that they are going to find the things that are underlined in pink. So everything that they need is on tablespoons, flour, white sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. And they will go over to the table and just start picking up their supplies to bring to what they're gonna do. As I give instructions, I will also observe who was able to follow the directions and who needed extra support. Take notes for data collection. I will also I will model the recipe, the steps that they have to follow first before they do it. And I will also walk through the little group just to help them, whoever needs help slicing the apple or cutting it or even adding the mixes together. As they're waiting for once they finally finish and I put the pies in the oven, I will, while they're waiting at the table, I will ask them to retell their favorite part of the book or retell the steps that they took to create their pie. Encourage all the students to participate. Calling on each child, they will have to retell their favorite part of the story and why. And the students will already answer the teacher's questions. They can flip through the pages of the book or look at the label cooking tools or recipe. All of those things will still be out for them to use as reference. Since the main idea of this lesson was to encourage speech and to encourage peer conversation, I will extend this lesson by asking the children to pair up and share with each other their favorite part of this activity and then draw a picture. And like I said, I will be walking around just to help, even just to help the child who will be working with Amari understand what he's saying. Letting him know that, we're going to give Amari a little bit of time to be able to explain it. We're going to use our listening ears really, really good to be able to understand what Amari is saying. I hope that by this lesson, we're able to get Amari to participate more and just feel a little more confident doing things that he liked. Thank you, everybody.